tell us what your core values are.
I think friendship with God. Another verse that, I mentioned Psalm 16:11 already, but Psalm 25:14, where it says, the friendship of God is for those who fear him. Like, just I've read that verse, I'm like, Lord, I want to be your friend. Yes, I want to be like, and Abraham was called a friend of God, and David, a man after God's heart. I'm like, Lord, I want that. I want just friendship with the Lord. Yes. And so, whatever else I accomplish in life or don't accomplish, like, I really want to be his friend. And I know it's not something I have to strive for. Like, he's so gracious, and he's the one that initiates the pursuit. It's like we love because he loves. Right. So it's like I think we can have friendship with him because he initiates the friendship. Yeah. I think about even like my human friendships. There's been some where really I've been pursued by other people where it's like, oh, maybe I wasn't the best friend at first, but they were relentless. Like, they kept asking to hang out, and they're like texting me. I'm like, okay. And then my heart opened up, and then we became dear friends. And so I think it's like I've just felt the sweetness and the pursuit of the Lord and the friendship with him. And then with that, just wholeheartedness. And then go back to, my mom's prayer and, what you prayed for your daughter, of just that she would be wholehearted and love the Lord with everything she is. And, just sometimes, like, that's my prayer. Like, Lord, I know the evilness in my heart. Like, I know that sometimes my motives aren't totally pure. Like, there's vanity in there, too. Like, I want people to like my writing. And I want, like, I want them to tell me good job. But, like, I want a desire, like, just the purity of heart and just, like, that wholeness, like the, like, integrity, but, like, the meaning of that word being, like, whole.
And it's very hard. It's a daily thing of putting the things that are creeping up to the Lord. I was telling Kaylee before we met this morning, I'm like, okay, Lord, please help me with pride. Please help me with, jealousy. Please help me with anything that is coming up on me, like insecurity, whatever it is. Like, rid me of that and help me find my security in you, and like wash me of all of my, but it's daily. So I feel like it's not just one time and you're done with it. Like, God's constantly working out things in our lives. And like something will surface and be like, oh, I didn't know that was in there, and that's
where
really
did that
ugly.
come from? And sometimes it's so like embarrassing and like humbling. But then I was talking with my sister, and she reminded me, she was like, but God knew that was in there. He wasn't surprised. Like, you're the only one that's surprised. I'm like, oh, that's true. Because then like that something will surface. I'm like, oh, I just feel unworthy. But it's like, oh, he already knew that was in there, and he's loved me already.
Loves me anyways. Yes. And I was only fooling myself, thinking that it was. I mean,
right. No, I'm not a prideful person or a jealous person. Oh, here
it is. I was listening to a message this morning about prideful and jealousy, and I was like, oh, I don't struggle with that. And then like 5 minutes later, I was like, where did that come from? I guess I do struggle with that.
It's real.
It happens. Yes.